everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. We got some action, guys. We got some Hot Toys action. Also, it looks like there's a character out there that everybody's making. Looks like at least so far, 4 companies are making this character, so we're going to get into that. And as usual, we got some complaining, so we are going to see what we get into tonight, guys. Rudy will not make it tonight because he is a garlic. So we don't know. Not we don't know. He's definitely not going to be here. So, guys, as usual, let me say hello to you guys real quickly, and then we'll get started. Let me just set up. I try to be here on time so you guys don't cry. And let me see. What am I pulling up? Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So, how's everybody tonight? Welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I'm just trying to set everything up real quickly. All right. So, come on. Here we go. All right, guys. All right. We're doing it. Let's say hello to you guys real quickly, and then we'll get started. Guys, there's 13 of you guys in here already. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome, everybody. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. We got Michael in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. We got Exotic in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
He said, come on out the pantry. Unbelievable. We got Carlos in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Welcome. Hello, everyone. We got Chris. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for
How you doing?
welcome. Hopefully today we get a nice family friend. It is never up to me. Okay, it is never up to me. If it was up to me, it would be all Hot Toys, strictly Hot Toys, drama free. But these garlics want to come for me. And actually, I'm glad you brought this up. I want to make a correction from Saturday's stream. Okay, it's a very important correction. I said something because I was speaking recklessly in the moment. And I said something that was very, very, very wrong. I said I was 10 figures away from 1,400. That was a lie. Okay, that was a complete lie. It's actually 9 garlics. Get out of here. Big Dog in the house. Welcome, my friend. Hello. Let's see who else is in the house. Thank you for being, everybody. Thank you for. We got Joe. Welcome, my friend. Hello. Thank you for being here. What's up, fella retired? I'm not going to say that that's for somebody specific that comes here every week. But it sounds like it's for somebody specifically. Joe, unbelievable. Just sitting here waiting for the star time to magically change from me. No, that's usually only Saturdays that I do that because I'm always running around on Saturdays. But today, Tuesdays, I never really do that. So stop spreading misinformation, okay? Let's see. We got Bo.
How you doing?
Welcome. Guys, there's 21 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here as well. Who is garlic and it reeks of it. Unreal. Unbelievable. You're smelling garlic bread, Joe. It's like regular bread, but only better. You guys are nuts. We got Red the Creator. Haven't seen this garlic in a few weeks. Unbelievable.
How you doing?
Where have you been? Did you get kidnapped? Were you at the Inner Convention, garlic? Get away from me. We got Luge in the house. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
He says, what up, my 1-6, the Flash fans and those who are waiting for those epic figures. Yeah, guys. So it looks like a bunch of stuff is charging. Batman is charging from Sideshow. ATRT is charging from Sideshow. I think the Flash might be coming soon. What else is charging? My Mark 7 suit up version is finally shipped already. I think yesterday. Yeah, a bunch of stuff is coming, guys. So, in the words of Luch, strap it on. Get that credit card ready. We got Christian in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being. Welcome. Hit that like button. Yes, guys, hit that like button, please. Thank you guys for being here as well. Thank you guys for being here at the best Hot Toy stream ever on YouTube, whether you like it or not, whether you eat garlic or not. Even the haters come here for a reason, okay? Even the haters come here for a reason. They know why they come here, okay? Nobody goes to anybody's stream if they didn't like it. If you hate somebody so much, why are you watching? Why are you there? What are you looking for? So that's why I would say to you guys, it's all love. They love me so much. The block bitch boys love me so much. That's why it's always, I take it as positivity. Because if I hate somebody that much, guess what? Let me block them. Let me remove them from my life. So I don't have to watch. But they watch. They watch because they enjoy the entertainment. They enjoy the knowledge. They enjoy the collection. They enjoy the non-post collection behind me. Look at that. Look at all those. Look at all those hundreds of figures behind me that are not posed. Exactly. If you don't like me, get away from me. I don't understand what makes no sense about that. If you don't like me, why are you watching me? Doesn't make sense. That's why I tell you guys, if you're here, hit the like button. There's 29 of you guys in here already. I should have 29 likes right now. And guess what? They're the garlics that show up for what? I don't know, but they don't hit the like button. So, guys, please hit the like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here as well. I dropped my like yesterday like a good pet. Yes, there's actually a few people, usually between 2 and 4 people who hit the like button before the show even starts. So thank you guys for that. So you guys don't have to worry about it. Joe says Rudy is at the building Lego. Yeah, he always tells me last second that he can't make it. Like a true friend. Shout out to Rudy. Let me see who else is in the house with us tonight. Thank you guys for being here. We got Ash in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. Uncarded in the house says typical tardy. This guy. Unbelievable. Welcome.
Hello!
Thank you for being here. Welcome. All right, I think I got it. Oh, we got Night Watch. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
welcome. I think I got every. Oh, we got this guy. He said, "Stop collecting." Men in Black. Unbelievable. No respect.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
No respect. No respect whatsoever. We got Fred DF in the house. Welcome. Hello. Cannot remove of my head the shacking machine you was playing a couple months ago. Cannot remove of my head the shacking machine you was playing a couple months ago. A shacking machine. What is a shacking machine? Does anybody know what a shacking? Fred, what is a shacking machine? Tell me. I don't know what you mean. What is a shacking machine? Let me see who else is in the house. We got Ernesto. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. SJC, welcome. Thank you for being here as always. Well, as sometimes at least when you decide to say hello. Welcome. We got Giovan in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Guys, there's 35 of you guys in here already. Thank you guys for being here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys as well. How you doing, Night Watch? We got Leo. Guys, I'm giving my channel members a shout out tonight. That rusty trombone ruined it last Saturday, so I will give it before we get started because I appreciate my channel members. And if you haven't thought about joining the channel, you may want to think about it. We're up to 24 real ones, 24 guys who know what it is in this community. Okay, 24. Don't be that garlic that's not in the what do you call it, in the group. Don't be that garlic. Do not be that garlic. Let's see who else is in the house. We got Chris. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for hello. Guys, it's almost 40 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button. Thank you guys for being here. I have the biggest migraine ever. Took my meds and I may pass out. Use a See, I don't recommend ice on people ever because it's not good for you. But there, depending on where the headache is, you could use like an ice or something cold to slow down circulation a little bit, so it's not so intense. Try that, and maybe that'll help. We got Barry in the house. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you guys. I don't know if you guys, like I tell you guys all the time, if you guys don't watch Barry's TikToks, you're missing out. He is finally out of Hot Toys and he's buying FabsFigures now. So if you guys are looking for deals on Hot Toys, he just got the, I want to say, the big Venom, the Spider-Man 2 Venom. So I think he's selling it for like $150. If you guys want to get, want to help him get rid of his collection, he will be selling it dirt cheap because FabsFigures are better, he said. He said Hot Toys is dead. He goes, there's no coming back from Hot Toys. He goes, that company's done. He said FabsFigures is where it's at. So I think that it's TikTok. Oh man, unbelievable. No respect. No respect. Let me see who else is in here. Thank you guys for being so active in the chat as well. Fabs, who hurt you today? Nobody. I'm going over what happened Saturday. I don't think you were here Saturday. That's where you missed the action. You missed all the action. If you haven't watched Saturday's stream, Ash, watch Saturday's stream. You will have a laugh, okay? Some garlic came in here, and he was made an example of. So, as usual, you know that. You know that. 2 droids, 1 pod. Welcome. Hello. Fab caught you twice this week. Keep them coming. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit that like button. 2.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see. Giovanni says, I think he was talking about the machine that was, oh, this guy. That's all you had to say. All you had to say was Jazzing's AI computer. Oh man, unreal. Fabs the shacking machine. Oh yeah, no, I got it. The shacking machine. Oh my god, Fred. I think it was. Yeah, I know. I got it. Here's another one for you. And the vehicles still come out like a piece of shit. Can you imagine? You got a shaking machine and your product's still garbage? Chad, just so you know, we have a great time in Fabs chat, so come on it. Yes, absolutely. It's like I said, and I've said it every single time. It's guys who just want to talk about toys and like collecting and enjoy collecting and are drama free. Okay, and have a sense of humor. That's another thing. That's very important. You can't be a crybaby bitch in the chat. We all joke with each other. We're all men in the chat, in the group chat, in the members chat, right? And so if you're going to join, make sure you're a man first, okay? We don't want no crybabies. We don't need no drama. We don't need no spies. We don't need no losers. We don't need none of that. Everybody likes each other. Everybody talks to each other. Everybody has a blast talking to each other. So if that's what you're looking for, and okay, you're around knowledge, you're around experience, you're around somebody that has been around for many, many, many years, a lot longer than these YouTubers that you see promoting that they're collectors and promoting that they own, that they know anything about anything. It's all lies. It's all lies. So, like I said, if you guys are interested in having some fun, hit that join button. If you don't, you smell. Sorry, bad English here. I'm probably your biggest French kid. Thank you, my friend. Shout out to Canada. Joe, where's Joe? Joe, another Canadian in the house. Are you retiring? Like Rob Garcia. Oh, shout out to Canada. Oh, my God. That is so funny. AI, algo idiota. Oh man, fast. Oh, I was here. Oh, you were here. See? So you know who hurt me, but not today. It was Saturday. Oh man, Bob says, be careful what you say about the area. Oh my God, absolutely. How scary is that? Fabs, thanks for the eyes. Well, I'll try it next time. The meds are working. Oh, I got you. All right. Well, feel better, my friend. If you fall asleep, I'll talk to you in the chat. Only 21 likes. See, here we go. Here we go. Guys, there's 35 of you garlics in here. Hit that like button. Don't make me ask you twice. I already asked 15 times. Some people, absolutely. Some, many suck. That's why I'm there. That's why I'm there. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Who's ready for the... Yes, that's going to be sick. That is going to be sick. Fred DF, you're welcome. He said all lies. I bought all the hot toys ever released, so I have to get into FabsFigures. I can't lie. The video cost me around. Exactly. I saw him. He had a whole he just got a whole, what do you call it? A whole bunch of what scale is that, Barry? I don't even know what scale that is. The FabsFigures Dragon Ball Z figures. And he just got the whole thing. Christian says, oh, yeah, no regrets. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. 3-month member. Here you go, guys. Like I said, nobody's lying to you about nothing. Nobody lies to you about nothing. All right, so let's get started, guys. Because, like I said, we have some good action, right? And it's something that we've definitely talked about. It's something that I definitely spoke on in the past. Specifically speaking, this character was being talked about, okay? That they were going to be talking, that they were talking about making a movie, live action movie, right? So I obviously spoke on this months ago and talking about the potential of this figure coming as an MMS. Obviously, coming from a movie, it would be considered an MMS. Obviously, this is a comic movie figure, right? So this is why this is even out, right? So it's I'm assuming it's leaning into the talks of the Agent Venom movie. I don't know how the community feels about this figure right now. Oh, Ash with the Ash, as always, my friend. Always count on you for everything. I count on you for everything. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. As always, you're the only one always gifting memberships like a G. Like a G. I like Dragon Ball, especially when they catch a Dragon Ball and make them fight. I have 50 of them right now. They're amazing. See, I think they're so small. I would never even think of anything like that. Big Dose of Curly Kennedy's calling. Yes, she's finally retiring. She said at the end of 2025. Everybody's like, hell yeah, finally. I have a small display of Figure and Figma myself. Yeah, no, they're nice figures. I just, I would never get into that because, number one, I'm not into Dragon Ball Z. And number two, the scale is not my scale. But they're really, really nice figures. That's why I always look at his videos. He always has some stuff. This is going to be a popular kit custom spawn. That could be a possibility. I didn't even think of that. That would be cool. But let's get into the figure, guys. So, off the bat is going to be a very sexy figure, right? Just as you can see, everything on it is all panels, right? This is a plastic panel with the texture, as you can see. They put the texture of the black suit Spider-Man from the Spider-Man 2 video game on it. You have the texture of the Venom skin on it, as you can see. So beautiful off the bat, right? The head sculpt, it's a masked head sculpt, right? So it is what it is, right? We're not going to get any head sculpts until the movie, most likely. Here is a symbiote blade that he creates, obviously, from his Venom symbiote. Here are, so apparently you get 2 different sets of symbiote hands or symbiote attachments, right? This set looks like hands, as you can see. This is what he's using to hold on to the weapons. Also, shout out to Rudy for bringing up and mentioning, because I would have never, thought about that, which it makes sense, right? He said he noticed that the weapons that you see him holding are from other figures, which again makes sense, right? I just didn't know what figures, but he says that the saw here is from Bucky, right? I don't know which Bucky, but obviously one of them. The MP5, I forget what figure he said it's from. Maybe John Wick, I want to say he said. And this, I don't know where it's from, but it's probably from something, that Hot Toys has done already. So this is why it makes sense that they're reused, right? There's no reason for them to redesign new weapons if they're going to use them for other figures anyway. So, guys, there's 42 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Got this anti-venom within a few minutes. Yes, so it's already up. Literally, immediately went up. Let me pull up the figure on Sideshow because I believe it's $280, which, it's not terrible because it's very detailed, right? It looks nice. It looks detailed. Here it is, $280. So let's continue with. So as you can see, articulation as of right now, this picture not showing much, but a bent knee. Right here's another action shot. Just again, very mild articulation. This is a hunched over torso, right, going into the knees, bent the knee a little bit and give it some action. Again, it's not looking like a Spider-Man figure at all when it comes to articulation, as you can see, right? This is beautiful right here, like the symbiote's about to take over or coming out of him. So again, a badass figure. I can tell you this, right? I don't know, again, so much about the Spawn custom that Carter was talking about, but I can tell you, just like they did the comic concept Captain America customs, right? Remember they came out with that comic concept version, and then people turned them into, a Bucky with the same outfit, a Chris Evans Captain America with, head sculpt on that outfit. Because remember, he didn't come with a head sculpt. He came with the face plates and the helmet. That was it. So people customize those outfits, right? They bought a whole bunch. Mike was one of them too. Albert is another one, right? They bought a bunch of these comic concept Captain Americas, and they just did head sculpt swaps. So you had, like I said, you have one of them was Spider-Man that he actually sent me. Albert sent me. The other one was Bucky. One was Steve Rogers. One was there's about like 5 or 6 of them, and they look incredible. So I see that happening also with this figure. Again, I don't know who's going to buy that many, but if you put head sculpts on this body, let me tell you something, it'll look insane. Not only that, but you're going to have the people painting the white spider symbol different colors, right? So you could have them painted red. You could have them painted blue. You could have them painted chrome, gold, silver, whatever you want. That's going to look badass too. So that's what I'm seeing, right? When it comes to this figure. If you don't care for the figure or the meaning of the figure, right? Agent Venom, like if you're not a fan of the character, you don't know the character. Because also remember, this is supposed to be Flash Thompson, right? This is not supposed to be Peter Parker. This is not supposed to be anybody else but Flash Thompson. So with that, right, if you're not into the comics, right? If you're not really into, the origin of this or the storyline of this, which I'm not at all. I know the character. I've known the character for years from seeing him around, but not from reading anything or seeing him in any movie or anything. To me, it's a sexy figure. To me, this is going to look beautiful anywhere you put it, right? Height-wise with the symbiotes, hopefully they're adjustable and you can move them around and bend them down, which I think they should be, right? Every other Venom symbiote and Carnage symbiote as of right now has been, wired to where we could adjust and bend it and pose it. So that'll be nice to be able to do, to save space where, if you're putting it on a detail, if you're putting it in a regular case, right? Because again, this is going to take up a lot of space. But again, look at that beautiful figure, even just standing there, pose, right? Very, very mildly posed, looks gorgeous. So it's going to be a bulky figure. This is not your standard, regular Spider-Man size, right? You got shoulder pads with spikes, right? You got shin guards with spikes. So already the figure is going to be bulky, right? Which again, it's going to be beautiful. Look at that, another basic pose. So as you can see here, what they did is they give you the same shot here, right? A different angle, but they removed the base like they did here. So same exact thing, right? They're showing you what he could do. Again, not much at all, because he's got, at least from the shoulder, because of the shoulder pads. But look how sexy that is. Look how beautiful that is. Look how plain it is, and look how sexy it looks. So again, I know nothing from the character. I know about the character. What I just told you about the character, that's what I know about the character. And I can tell you, this is going to be a gorgeous figure on the shelf. It's going to look like a tactical Spider-Man, which is somewhat what it's supposed to be. And this thing is going to be gorgeous, gorgeous. Whether you have it, as you can see, no symbiote on it, and it looks beautiful. Very, very classy, very, very sexy. Look at that. Gorgeous. You can't go wrong with that. Again, you don't have to love the character. If you are not buying this because you don't know the character or you don't love the character, obviously that's up to you, but you're missing out on a great looking figure, on a sexy figure overall, right? So here, 2,000 symbiote trend. So it looks like you got one set is claws, right? To make them look more menacing, more badass, more evil, more, venomized. And here you got the hand grips, which is also, super, super badass to have him holding every single weapon that he comes with. So that's going to be kind of difficult to figure out how you're going to display, because he looks great either way. And here you get another set of eyes. So you get the squinting eyes to make him look like he's trying to focus or angry or, whatever. So obviously they look kind of funky to me. This is going to be how I'm going to display it. Just because he looks like, I don't know, he looks like he smoked a little something. So again, your regular base that we've gotten plenty already. You get some hands with the Venom patch on top, right? Which tells you that the spider webs come out of there. And again, as you can see, you get about 5 weapons, right? This is the biggest one, the saw. This is the bulky one. So you get about 5 weapons, right? You get the hands, you get the base, you get the blade, you get the 2 eyes, and that's it. So again, I'm not going to say this is a basic figure, because it's not, right? There's a lot going on with the suit, even though it's not much, right? It's what makes the figure, right? These shoulder pads make the figure. These shin guards make the figure. These spiked gauntlets make the figure. Without any of that, it would just be a black suited, tactical looking Spider-Man without all the badass stuff on it, right? So even without all that stuff, I think it would look very, very good. Very, very good. And I have a feeling that if they're doing, these shoulder pads, usually now they're making them Velcro. They attach them with Velcro. So you could remove the shoulder pads and see what it looks like without them. Obviously, it's going to look ugly with the other side of the Velcro sticking out of it. But if you could figure out a way to mod that, you could see if it looks, decent without the spikes on the shoulder. But I tell you, this is coming home 100%. This is going to be a gorgeous figure. This is going to look nice to any other Venom, right? You could have him next to Venom. You could have him next to Carnage. You could have him next to Spider-Man, next to whoever you want. The only thing that I say would be missing, again, and it's missing because of me, right? because of me. It's missing to me, right? We haven't gotten him in a movie yet, so we don't know who the actor's going to be playing this character. So eventually, when the movie comes out, if the movie comes out, we're going to obviously get a new look, a new take on this suit. This is obviously the comic version and the comic look of it. In the movie, he will most likely have, it's got to be very similar to this, but obviously slight variations. And so also, obviously, the head sculpt, we're going to see who the actor is. So that's another thing, right? Just because they're making a movie does not mean they're necessarily going to be making the head sculpt. We saw this with Moon Knight. Again, Moon Knight was a show, not a movie, so it's not the same thing, right? But Moon Knight, we got a figure, no head sculpt. Obviously, now with the reissue Artisan and the Mr. Knight, now we're getting the head sculpt, right? But before that, we didn't get anything. Again, it's not a movie, it's a show, so maybe that's why, right? So that's the only thing. Another thing, depending who they choose as the actor will also dictate who is going to be, if Hot Toys is going to be making that head sculpt. Because again, remember, they don't just make anybody just because, right? The perfect example, the Romulus female they just made, the alien girl, I forget her name. There was absolutely no reason for them to ever make that figure. Like I said from the beginning, when they announced that the alien, I forget the name of that alien that was coming out from Romulus also. When that figure came out, I told you guys, this is most likely it. There's no reason for them to make any actors from the movie, because I didn't recognize anybody. There was nobody there that I knew from anywhere. And then boom, they came out with her. Come to find out, they're doing a second movie of Romulus, right? A continuation to that one specifically, right? It's not like Prometheus. It's not like any of that. So they're continuing that line. Therefore, they need a character to continue with the role, and that's why they put her to make, to make it seem like she's the Ripley of this generation. So that's the only reason why they made her. She's going to be relevant in the future, and because of that, that's the only reason. And again, as you can see, the head sculpt, it is not that great at all. Because in my opinion, they're not going to waste too much time on nobodies. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean, people, again, nobody to me. You guys may know who she is and know her from everywhere. I don't recognize her at all. I don't know where she's from. I don't even know her name. So that's what I mean by a nobody. And so same reason why, for example, for the movie Prometheus, right? I forget the female character in that movie. There was a female character. Why didn't they make her? There was no need, right? They didn't even make the engineer, which would have been, they teased years ago, would have been an amazing figure to make. Never bothered with it. That would have obviously made sense, like an alien. But they didn't make the female because there was no need to make the female. Again. So that's what I mean. So it doesn't mean that because they make the movie, we're going to get a head sculpt, but hopefully if they pick a well-known actor, then we'll 100% get a head sculpt. And hopefully one of those head sculpts is obviously, the symbiote coming off of him, like we got the Venom Tom Hardy head sculpt, right? Something like that at least would be nice if it even appears in the movie. Obviously, I don't know how the symbiote gets on him, on the suit. I don't know how he gets the symbiote to begin with. Obviously, you have to read the comic book for that. So I'm going to have to wait for the movie or figure out how to read the comic book from somewhere to figure out what's happening with the storyline. Oh, we got a super chat from Luch. Thank you, my friend. He says, don't be a garlic ass Chase and give me a channel membership, not in history. Don't throw it as better value, but if you want to send me a fight, this guy super chats just to run his stank breath mouth, okay? Every time he wants to super chat is just to talk smack. Unbelievable. Disrespect. Always this. This is why you get blocked, Garlic. This is why you get blocked. Unbelievable. No respect.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. He says the comic concept cap is still one of the coolest caps to date. That was a great outfit. The outfit, right? The figure was just very basic, but that outfit made tons of customs for people. Tons. Matt says, any character with a mask on has a shot in his Marvel Comics line. Exactly. So that was another thing I was going to mention. Anything comic that you can think of is coming. Period. Anything. Because why is this even here? Why is this even a topic? Who's talking about Agent Venom? Nobody. He's not a storyline in the comics as far as I know, because I know Mike always talks about the new shit is Venom, right? And Venom's son and blah, blah, blah. So I could tell you, as far as I know, this is not a thing in the comics right now, right? So why is this even happening? Because they're making money. They're looking for cool characters to make, and they're looking for quick money to make. Also, how come they didn't make this with Hono? There's no head sculpt, right? It's way too much. It's way too intricate. It's way too fancy for a Hono release. I would be perfectly okay with Hono taking over the comic, the CMS line. 100%. Why not? It's the same thing. But Hono is not going to get fancy with the figures like Hot Toys. So that's why they, that's the whole entry grade thing. Does it mean pricing? Doesn't mean pricing because we've discussed it plenty, right? We get Wolverine for $150 or $130 or whatever the hell it was. And then you get Iron Man for $2 and change. So it's still entry grade, but entry grade has nothing to do with the price, right? So what I think, and I told you guys this plenty already, is that the entry grade is how much time they're putting into the actual figure, right? Into the actual outfits, into the actual, sculpting of mask, helmet, mouth plate, whatever it is that they're using, that they're doing, right? That's what I think the entry grade is going to be, or it is, right? I don't think it has anything to do with pricing. Obviously, the less we get with a figure, the less money is going to cost, right? So that's why we thought that the Wolverine at, again, I don't remember exactly, but I'm going to say 130. That the Wolverine at 130 was going to be the standard for every Hono release, which clearly now we know that it is not at all, right? So you had Wolverine at 130. Why? Plain, thin suit, right? Literally a onesie. Boots that are sculpted in a mold, right? Your hands, claws, plastic. So there's not much going into the figure as a figure, period. There's your entry grade. This would never pass entry grade. Look at the shin guards alone. That is way fancier than your plain shin guard. Look at all the holsters. I am yet to see a figure from Hot Toys, from Hono, with holsters. Okay? This is too fancy. Again, yet to see it. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. But we're yet to see it. Again, entry grade. They're not going too deep in their stuff. Right? Tactical belts. As of right now, I don't remember seeing anything yet. Again, it could be because of the characters we've gotten. We've got, Black Suit Spider-Man. We've gotten Wolverine. We've gotten Magneto. We've gotten, so nothing requires a utility belt yet, right? But again, we haven't gotten one as of now. Again, shoulder pads that are spiked, fancy, right? This costs money to create this mold, to make this. Gauntlets, more money. This is not just a plain piece of plastic. So this is why we will never get stuff like this from Hono, because again, that's the entry grade aspect of the figure. That it's not going to be fancy, it's not going to be intricate. It has nothing to do with pricing at all. Let me see. I'll support with being here on stream and chat occasions. We don't need your explanation, Garlic. Okay, we don't need the explanation. Big Red, my friend, welcome. Thank you for being here.
I'm doing.
Welcome. This figure, no, the figure's beautiful. The figure's sexy. The figure is going to pop in your collection. It doesn't matter where you put it. You can put this next to John Wick, okay? And that's actually a good figure to put it next to. This thing next to John Wick, forget it. Let me see. Brad, welcome, Garlic.
Hello!
Negative is it's not in this guy. Unbelievable. He just got here with the disrespect. Unbelievable. Already. Bob says Blitzway just posted it. Oh no, stop it. The armor reminds me of Ray Stevenson. Yes, correct. So it's gonna be a beautiful figure. Fast buying for absolutely not. But I can tell you, like I said, people will get multiples of these and they will create their own little army like they did with the comic concept Captain America. Remember this conversation because it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. This is way too sexy not to customize with something. Like I said, repainted, head sculpt on it, something. Put an Eddie Brock head sculpt on it, right? Tom Hardy head sculpt. Beautiful. Not that we have one, we could get a third party one, but beautiful. So it's gonna be a nice figure to own. I can tell you that right now. Let me see. There was 2 female characters. What 2 female characters? What are you talking about? Explain. What are you talking about? CSI, welcome.
Hello!
Fellow collectors, question for our Hot Toys God. Are there any Hot Toys figures that you refuse to get because you dislike the figure? With how many figures you have, I was just curious. Thank you, sir. I choose to not get figures because they're not interesting to me, right? And that's it. Not because I need to know the show for whatever reason, because you guys know I don't need to know anything to buy anything, right? But like, for example, I'm going to tell you figures that I will most likely not get. If I could get them later on for cheap, then I will. But as of right now, they're not on my radar at all. The bugs, right? Those bug figures that came out, the new ones, right? Those I think they're called first whatever, those battle the grasshopper looking things, right? The new ones I will never get, right? At all, right? The ones that look funky. The first ones, though, remember there were 3. There was a gray one, there was a black one, and then there was a battle damage one, and there was a battle hopper. That I would love to get, right? Again, do I want them? Absolutely. Am I going to get them? Most likely eventually, because there's no way I'm not getting those. They look really nice to me. But it's not something I'm like, oh my God, I need them right now. Same thing with the, what's the other one? The Johnson and the, oh my God, was it Johnson and I forget the other guy's name. The 2 with the exoskeleton guys by Hot Toys, the 2 Asian guys. Those I'm getting as well, right? I haven't, thought about them, but they're coming home 100%. There's no way I'm missing out on those. So it depends, right? Depends. I've gotten, Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. I've gotten Maleficent. I've gotten Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So I get everything. I try to get everything, right? But at this moment in the game, being so much, right? There's so much and so quickly that, like I told you guys before, what I'm focusing on is all of the exclusive stuff first, all of the artisan first, and then everything else after that. So whatever I could get while getting those artisan and the exclusives, then that's what I'm getting. The MMSs, I'm not even pre-ordering a lot anymore, just because I know that I'll be able to get them somewhat cheaper down the line. So I'm not stressing out over that. And if I miss it, guess what? I miss it. It is what it is. So, but it's not that type of game anymore at the moment. There's nothing that you could really, besides the artisan, obviously. Besides the artisan, there's nothing really that you're going to be like, oh, man, I missed out on that. You'll still be able to get it. Obviously, you're going to have to pay slightly more. Not crazy prices anymore at all, like it used to be, where if you missed out on a figure, that was $170 or $150, you were going to go pay $300, $400, $500, $600, because that was a thing. That was real. I lived it, and that's why I'm telling you this. So that's how I decide, right? Again, now there's so much. Before, I was, whatever was out, was coming home, because everything was released like once, every 3 months there was a release or an announcement, right? Now you have to, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You have to be more picky about it. You have to be, now you really have to focus on what it is that you love, what it is that you like, what it is that you love to see on your shelves, right? It's not feasible anymore to just buy everything, at least for me, right? At least as it comes out. Before it was something shipping, man, I need to get it. Boom, right away. No, I'm not doing that anymore at all. Because again, there's so much stuff losing value now that it hurts, right? It hurts that I just paid almost $500 for this, and somebody in 5 months, 6 months, 8 months gets it for $200. That hurts. Why does that hurt? Because I could have waited the same amount of time to get it for that cheap for the exact same thing. That's why it hurts. Again, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. You got the figure, you're going to pay whatever it is because you want the figure. It is what it is. That's it. If you don't want to wait for the figure, guess what? That's what you overpaid for it. If you want to wait, that's when you hit the jackpot. So because of that, that's why I started changing my whole strategy when it comes to pre-orders, my whole strategy when it comes to collecting, because it had to change. I went from getting cases and 2s and 3s and 4s to barely 1 here and there, again, to try to save that money because there's so much, right? There's no way to keep just buying and buying and buying as it comes, because again, there's no way. It's just wait. Again, for me, if you got it like that, God bless you, keep buying every single thing. I can't, so I have to figure out a way that works for me. And thank God it's been working, because I've been able, like I said, when the year started, out of the 90-something releases of last year, I was able to get something like 72 to 75 of them, which again, it's not bad. I still went back for some from the year before. And so, that's just what I'm doing for my collection, Thank you for the question, my friend. Let's see. Do you collect CIS? Do you collect CIS? Guys, it's 46 of you guys. Guys in here, please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. I'm glad to see more comic characters coming. Hopefully DC gets some love. That's another thing. If you notice, all these characters are usually Marvel, right? DC comic. What have we seen? If anybody knows in the chat, because I can't tell you off the top of my head. What have we gotten DC-wise in comic book releases? Because I can tell you right now, it feels like Iron Man, right? Spider-Man. I don't really remember anything else. So I don't think we've gotten anything DC comic book. We haven't gotten a Batman. Oh yeah, we did. We got a Batman. We did get a Batman. We got that fat Batman. That's correct. We got the fat Batman. That was comic. So that was one DC. Trying to think what else. Yeah, if somebody in the chat knows what else, let me know, because like I said, only that fat Batman is what comes to mind right now. Prometheus. 44 in here. Guys, hit that like button. There's 45 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. And thank you guys for being here. Don't be garlics. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Don't make me ask you twice. I'm doing good, Chris. Cayman Riders. Yes, those are definitely coming home again. When? I have no idea, but they're coming home. So, they just look great. Fabs doesn't like any of the Asian properties. Don't be. That's not true at all. I just said the guy, what's his name? Johnson and the other guy are Asians, right? From that movie. I forget the movie. I also got the Wandering Earth guys from Damn Toys. They're all three, two Asian males, one Asian female. So this is what happens, guys, when you try to spread misinformation on the stream. I always have to come up with my facts and my proof.
Wrong.
The two Asians sound radical. Yeah, it's Johnson. I forget the other guy's name. Johnson and something. I forget the name. CSI Fab is a hoarder. See, he says this because he's retired, so he feels like everybody's a hoarder now. Unbelievable. No respect. No respect. Hot Toys Hoarder is the new group name. Imagine. Oh, man. Pre-Fabs, I have close to 200 1/6 scale figs I had down. So You have to. And I noticed, Barry, and I don't know if this is the reason why, but I noticed that you also are buying, the smaller scale stuff. And I, I don't know your budget. I don't know your money. So I'm not assuming anything, but I'm like, maybe that's why he's buying these smaller scales, because everything's crazy. But then when I saw you pull out that 3-foot Venom, I'm like, oh, he ain't broke. Because I'm telling you, I am not buying that garbage. It's not garbage. It's not garbage. It's not garbage. But I'm going to call it garbage because it's garbage. I am not spending retail for that garbage. Okay. And when I say garbage, I mean it's going to be a massive, big figure that's going to stand on top of my details doing absolutely nothing. That's why I'm calling it. I'm saying it's shit, right? Because it's going to be useless, sitting there, standing there, collecting dust. That's what it's going to be. You can't put it on the shelf with anybody else unless you modify your detail and remove a shelf and then create a hole, which is what most likely I'm going to end up having to do, because there's no way that I'm going to have every single Spider-Man figure from that video game and then the Venom outside around the corner somewhere else. Like, it's going to look stupid. So that's why I'm not in a rush for it. I know I'm going to be able to get it cheaper, hopefully down the line, because again, it's not going to be a figure that it's going to do much, right? You saw the articulation on it. These massive bulky figures don't do much anyway. That's why in every single video of mine that I make on a figure, right? For example, the last Batman and Batcycle, those bulky bodies are useless. I've always said the same thing. They don't do much when it comes to articulation. Obviously, the body, the bicep, right? The elbow will do something, right? The shoulder, very minimal. And then the legs, really not much at all. So same thing with that huge Venom, right? It's just a big, tall, massive piece that's going to stand there, right? You're not going to crouch it. You're not going to put it kneeling. You're not going to do anything with it. It's literally going to stand there and collect dust. And because I know that, right, doesn't mean I don't want it. It's just I'm not going to rush to get something for 500 plus that's going to sit there collecting dust, right? That's why I'm holding off on it. But I definitely want that thing. Yes, the Frank Miller Batman, correct. That is correct. From the 93 release, I managed to get 200. 200. This guy. No, and don't forget, that's not including all of the third-party stuff that I got last year too. So it adds up. It adds up. Nothing DC. Well, yeah, the dark, exactly. So that's the only thing I remember. Like I said, if you guys know something else from DC, let me know, because I only remember that fat Batman, and that was it. Eric, my friend, welcome. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Welcome. He says, hey, everyone, new Venom agent looks nice. DC purple and gold, correct. That no. Oh wait, no. Wrong, Nightwatch. DC is Batgirl purple and gold is video game. That's VGM. That's not comic. Gold Batman, that's also VGM, and the Bat Missile is MMS. So no, none of it is comic. So those are wrong. Here, let me make it official.
Wrong.
Oh man. Nightwatch best one got canned. Fabs, don't forget the 89 Batman Flash Batman. Yeah. Yep. Well, no, these are all MMSs. These are not, we're talking about comic CMS line, CMS series, not MMS, right? And the VGM ones are VGM, they're video game, right? The Arkham stuff is old video game, right? The Batgirl is from Arkham, so she's a video game, right? We're talking about comics specifically. This is CMS, as you can see at the bottom. Let me remove this. Of course you can't. Let me see here. Here, right there. So this is comic. This is CMS. This is not VGM. This is not MMS. This is comic, strictly comic. That's what we're talking about. So the Batman, that Dark Knight Batman is 100% comic, right? And that's it for DC. Again, as far as I remember, if there's anything else, please let me know, because I don't remember anything. Just testing your knowledge of I know I should not. This guy. You guys, why you do that to yourselves? Why you do that to yourselves? This is what you get. This is what you're going to get. Oh, man. So, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. There's 46 of you guys in here. So, yeah, guys, again, this thing is going to be a hit all day long. Again, as you can see, not much articulation whatsoever. So don't think it's going to be a Spider-Man style figure. But nonetheless, it's going to be a sexy figure. It's going to be a badass figure. It's going to be a bulky figure. It's going to have some size to it. And it's going to look, like I said, gorgeous on any shelf next to anybody. And if you decide to get multiples, forget it. You know what's going to happen. Because you could have one completely, standard without the symbiotes, and you could have another one with a head sculpt and a symbiote. Then you could have one with, painted with a different. It's going to be insane. Like I said, if Albert decides to get into that, he's going to turn these things into some crazy work, because he did the integrated Spider-Man. He painted it all black, and then the spider symbol was all gold. He gave it to me as a gift. Let me tell you something. That is one of my favorite. Actually, let me pull it over so you guys can see. So this is what Albert sent me. And this is what I mean. He decided to do this on his own because this is what he does all the time. So he repainted the integrative suit all black, as you can see. He painted everything that was your standard, red and gold and whatever. He painted it black and left the gold, right? He left the gold that came, obviously it's natural from the suit, but he removed every other color. Look, the gold at the bottom. This is my favorite Spider-Man figure, and it's not even like a real figure. Look at it. Gorgeous. So because I know he does this, right? Because I know he does this, I know that if he gets into painting, and this was, like I said, this was one of the figures that he had as part of that clan of the concept Captain Americas. They look so sick together, all of them. So because I know he could get into that, I could only imagine what he could do to that figure, Just as fast into all 70, all 72. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, this figure is gonna be sick, guys. This figure is Robert says, guys, there's 50 of you guys in it. Hit that like button, you garlics. Unbelievable. The haters, the block bitch boys are real, guys. They're real. All right, guys. So I'm running out of space, and the price for single hot toy is creeping up. So I'm saying I knew it. I knew it because it's unrealistic now. Unrealistic to buy everything. I am working it to the best that I can right now. And again, I'm still hanging in there, trying to get as much as possible, as quickly as possible. But I'm telling you, it's not easy. That is a sweet black. I'm telling you, this thing is my favorite Spider-Man. This thing is beautiful, 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 beautiful. So like I said, he could do custom stuff like that. Forget it. Albert, send me more. All right, guys. So we're gonna get into our next topic because, like I said, we got some action, right? Let's see what Bob was talking about. He said Blitzway just teased the Exo 1. Or the DeLorean, I mean. Let me see. Ooh, look at that, guys. Look at you. So as you can see, the same wheels as the Hot Toys Part 2, right? The same spokes. I'm telling you guys, as you can see, you got the flux capacitor, Mr. Flux here. You can see it. I'm telling you, this thing has to blow Hot Toys out of the water. It just has to. There's absolutely no way it can't, right? There's no way that they're going to make something that is not as good or less good than Hot Toys. It's not happening. Blitzway knows that people love their vehicles. Blitzway knows that they don't make crappy vehicles, right? I have their Ecto 1 Afterlife. The thing is the most amazing. And I have a bunch of the Hot Toys vehicles, right? Most of them. Bat Pods, Batmobile, tumblers, every single tumbler, the first release, the camel, the second black one. And I can tell you, I got the bat from the Dark Knight Rises. I can tell you, and then obviously the Bark Speeders, the what do you call it? The speeder bikes and the soup bikes, right? So I have all that stuff. And I can tell you, the Ecto 1 Afterlife vehicle is the most amazing vehicle I own. Again, better than anything Hot Toys, even though you can't compare an Ecto 1 to a Tumbler because it's nowhere near the same thing, right? But just the amount of work that goes into this Ecto 1, the amount of detail, the paint, the rust, the weathering, the light up functions, the accessories, the features, everything about it, the weight, right? The accuracy, everything about it is perfect. So that's why I've been telling you guys from the moment they announced that they were making it, it has to blow Hot Toys out of the water, period. There's no, oh, I'll keep my Hot Toys. They're not looking for that. They're not looking for people to say, no, my Hot Toys will do. They don't want that. I'm telling you, you're going to see features on this thing that Hot Toys most likely didn't put in their vehicle. And there have to be some highlights in this vehicle that have to be different than Hot Toys, period. It's just a fact. Which is the point, because they want people to say, well, my Hot Toys doesn't have one. Let me go get this one. Or the Hot Toys doesn't have one. I don't have a DeLorean. Let me go get this one. The problem is the price. What is this thing going to run? It ain't going to be, I can tell you, it has to be over $1,000, period. And what sucks about that is that the DeLorean is a small vehicle compared to a Tumbler, compared to a 66 Batmobile, compared to a Justice League Batmobile, compared to, you know what I mean? So it's a small vehicle compared to everything else. So to pay $1,000 plus for a vehicle that is this big, that is painful. That's what's going to suck. You put any Hot Toys DeLorean next to a Hulkbuster, just from the appeal, you will look at the Hulkbuster over the DeLorean. Again, I'm not talking about if you're a fan of DeLorean or Back to the Future and you're not a fan. No, I'm talking about as a toy. You look at the DeLorean and you look at a Hulkbuster. The Hulkbuster is more appealing, period, than just the car. Even with the folding tires and the floating effect and blah, 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 the Hulkbuster will be a better deal money-wise because of what it is. So that's my point. That's what's going to suck for whoever's buying this. The money, right? What they're charging for this, what they're going to be charging for this, that's what's going to suck. You know, obviously a hardcore fan is going to buy it because they're going to buy it. And nobody's going to tell them don't buy it. Nobody's going to tell them, you know, you shouldn't buy it. Absolutely not. Whoever's a fan, they're going to buy this 100%. You know, but that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to, let me compare. The people who don't have one and are looking to get one are going to say, let me see which one's better. Obviously, the ones that have the Hot Toys one are most likely going to be perfectly fine with that one, unless you're a hardcore fan where you don't mind having 4 DeLoreans. Because if you're a hardcore fan, you're going to have the first one. You're definitely going to have the second one. And you're most likely going to have the third one. And again, why wouldn't you have the one from Blitzway if you're that much of a fan? Of course you will. Now, the problem is, are you going to have storage for all this stuff? That's a whole different conversation. People in this community right now, you can go into any group. They have a bunch of stuff collected, all in boxes. You see every single Jazz Inc. product that they've purchased from over the years, all brand new, sealed in boxes, because they have nowhere to put this stuff. Oh, look, I have every single Jazz Inc. vehicle, but everything's sealed up because they don't have anywhere to put these things. So that's the only issue, right? Yeah, it's cool to buy them. Where are you going to put them? That's why sometimes, and I tell you guys all the time, that's why sometimes I'm like, I'm done. You know, my Bat Cycle video, my Batman and Bat Cycle video, I said this is most likely my last bike. Where am I putting all these vehicles? I was lucky that the 22 Bat Cycle was able to fit in a D12, and it's inside diagonal. So the D12's like this, it's like this, and that's the only way it could fit. Because straight forward like that is too long. The Bat Cycle from Flash is way bigger, way bulkier, way longer. So it's not going to fit anyway. And then you get the attachment, the ramming effect. Where's that going? So that's why I tell you guys, you know, these vehicles take up way too much space, and I'm already running out. So it's dumb, right, to keep buying things that, where am I going to put them? So that's why I say I'm not going to buy this. I'm done buying this stuff because quarter scale. What did I tell you guys about the quarter scale? I am done with quarter scale. It would be stupid for me to keep buying quarter scale when I have nowhere to put them. 6 scale is a different story. You could rearrange. You could take a base out. You could, you know, move things around. You could pose them differently, and you could always fit more figures with 1/6. Always. That's why I'll never stop 1/6. But vehicles, it's a different world. Vehicles, you really need, you know, a specific, whether it's a muscle rack for vehicles or, you know, your designated area for vehicles where they're all, you know, look nice, they all fit, whatever it is. I don't have any of that. My if you guys saw where my Ecto one has been from the moment I made the video and I opened it, you'd be like, what? It's been sitting right next to me on top of its own box. I don't have a case for it, which I need. I don't have anywhere to put it. It's been uncovered, just on top of its box, just sitting there. So how is that appealing? How is that fun? How is that nice? It's not. I think about it all the time. Man, I need a case for this. I need a case for this and a case for this. The problem now is I need a custom case for it, right? I need it for the length. I need it for the height, right? So that's another problem. Now I need to get this custom through somewhere, which is the main reason why I haven't bothered. So, you know, they have to do a way better job than Hot Toys with this vehicle. They have to. There's no if. There's no if. There can't be an if, because they have to make that money. The fact that, you know, they came out with this after Hot Toys is even worse, because Hot Toys took everybody's money already with this vehicle. Everybody was waiting for the floating wheels. That's why everybody who liked the movie or who liked the vehicle bought it from Hot Toys. So it's got to be harder for Blitzway to sell this thing, which is why, again, it only makes sense that they have to make it that much better. And I can guarantee you, they saw what Hot Toys did to theirs, which is why they waited this long to come out with theirs, or at least to fully, because look, they just keep talking about it. Tease and tease and tease and tease, but no product. I think they're working with Jazz Inc. You know? So that's the problem, right? That's what I'm noticing, right? They're making it a big deal for a reason. They're not just going to be like, here you go buy. Like, they can't. They got to make it, oh, you know, what's happening with it? What did they do to it? They're creating hype around it, which is what they need to do to make money. Because, again, Hot Toys took all of their money. And it's not their fault. It's not their fault. That's what the competition is, right? That's what it's like to be in this world of you know, collectibles, right? If you have an idea for a product, 2 things can happen, right? And again, you know, a lot of variables depending on the company, depending on the character, depending on the figure, so a lot of things vary, right? But what I'm trying to say is, for example, when Jazz Inc. teases Catwoman, right? That's his idea, right? Oh, I want to make a Catwoman for the community. Everybody's been dying for a Catwoman for the community. His fear is a company like Hot Toys coming in and saying, nah, we got this. He knows that he has no chance if that happens with Hot Toys. He has no chance, right? So how does that compare to Blitzway? Well, Hot Toys came out with Hot Toys had their idea. We're going to come out with our DeLorean. This is how we see our DeLorean, right? This is our take on that DeLorean. Because everybody knows Hot Toys. Everybody trusts Hot Toys. Everybody likes Hot Toys. Everybody's going to go for Hot Toys. So that's where Blitzway's at right now, right? So everybody got the Hot Toys vehicle. Now, how are they going to sell theirs? Again, they got to step it up, and that's the only way to beat them. That's the only way to beat Hot Toys is to make it better. Because if it comes down to, well, it's pretty much the same thing. It's all the same functions. It's all the same. It's just the branding, right? It's either you buy Hot Toys or you buy Blitzway. Well, guess what? Now we're getting into a different world of conversation too, because now out of those two companies, even though they're both 1/6, and obviously Blitzway gets into statues and they do the collaborations with other companies, and we know all that. But when it comes to 1/6, right? You got Hot Toys that everybody knows and loves, and then you got Blitzway that people know about, but they don't really know much about in product. Why? Blitzway doesn't make much as much as Hot Toys does. So people don't know Blitzway that much. Blitzway was making way more product years ago than they are now, meaning more frequently, more often. They're not making product like that anymore, right? The last product they did was the last important product was the Ghostbusters that everybody's been dying to get again. I don't even have them. Okay. So when it comes to Hot Toys and Blitzway, you have mainstream, which is Hot Toys, right? Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. But then you have Blitzway that is a great company, has been around for years. Okay. Making good product, making unreissued product, making product that holds value because it's never been remade, reissued, redone, reused, nothing. Right? So that's where Blitzway beats Hot Toys in the fact that they're a more underground 1/6 scale, even though they're licensed, right? But they're not as mainstream as Hot Toys. Therefore, their value when it comes to reselling will be way more than a Hot Toys figure because Hot Toys is more mainstream than Blitzway. So that's how they're going to win. If you have a collector looking for value, who's looking to resell, what are they going to do? Most likely everybody has the Hot Toys one. So why would I buying the Hot Toys one again? Let me go invest in the Blitzway one because it's going to be more rare. A lot less people are going to buy it than the Hot Toys because, again, Hot Toys is more mainstream. Blitzway is not. Even though they make great product, they're not the same type of company at all. So that's what it's going to come down to, right? Do you want value? And do you want a slightly better price? Again, that's just what I'm assuming because we don't know anything yet, you know? Let me see where you guys are at with the conversation. And then Charlie, my friend, welcome. Nice to see you. Happy Tuesday. Welcome.
Hello!
Guys, there's 48 of you guys in here. Please hit the like button if you haven't yet. Don't be a garlic and don't stink on my stream. For price, it will blow. Why is it blackout? Well, it's a tease. They don't want to, like I said, they're building hype. They're just trying to get people to be like, oh man, I can't wait to see what they're about to show, blah, 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 because that's what they need to do. Again, they can't just be like, oh, here you go. Like you can't because Hot Toys already took all that money. So you have to create some type of what's the word? Intricacy, right? You got to make it intriguing for people to be like, oh man, like what's going on? I can't wait to. That's what they're doing, right? There's no reason for them to do all this otherwise. We all know what a DeLorean looks like. We all know what the DeLorean 2 looks like because we have it from Hot Toys. So again, there's no reason for them to do this. But they have to create the hype to try to make some money off of the product. I hope that DeLorean comes with an Ecto 1 converter. This guy. Pib Ford, welcome.
Hello.
Blitzway Mad Max joint. Oh, look at that. I didn't even think of that. Mad Max. Blitzway second to Hot Toys. It's going to be correct. I think so too. I think Blitzway, it's Hot Toys, Blitzway, and then Enterbay. Still to this day, Enterbay, believe it or not. Even though they're not making much really popular, nothing really mainstream besides the NBA players, those figures are still very, very decent. Obviously, by now, they need to move on with these bodies, right? It's literally the same exact body forever, right? For the basketball player, it's either a black basketball player or a white basketball player, and it's the same exact body. Same thing for the Michael Jordans, right? Same exact body over and over and over and over. And I know that because I got like 50 of these basketball players from Enterbay. And so it is the same exact thing. So it's time for them to, get out of that, do something different. Like the reason why nobody talks about Enterbay is because they're played out. They're boring. Nothing exciting unless you're a hardcore, NBA fan and you're on top of everything they're making, then that's a different story. But besides that, mainstream figures, characters, IPs, nothing. Looks like a cooler Tesla truck. Yeah, no, those Tesla trucks are garbage. Yosh is going to say that it's not movie accurate since can't. Oh my God. Just change your name to the Blitzway God. Unreal. Oh my God. This guy, unbelievable. Fab is lying to himself. Absolutely not. He's drooling over this. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. People spend 1,000 on just 2 Iron Men. That's the thing. But remember, when we are buying figures in this community, we are buying figures in this community. Right? We'll spend all our money on figures. Vehicles, not everybody's into vehicles. Not everybody gets into vehicles because it's a different world. That's what people don't understand. You can buy any figure you want. Absolutely. A figure is a figure. We're here collecting figures. We're not here collecting vehicles. Vehicles is not the norm in our community. Right? Vehicles are not something that is, every week or every month or every 3 months or every 6 months we get a vehicle. Impossible. It's not a thing. So that's why it's that much more of an issue, because a lot of people don't collect vehicles because they don't even have the room. They don't have room for figures. What makes you think they're going to be buying vehicles? Absolutely not. So that's why it's tricky with the vehicles, right? Not everybody's going to be, and like I said, a lot of people will buy to resell. They keep everything in their box, brand new seal. They'll show it off. Look what I just got. And they'll just put it up for resale on eBay or sell it wherever. They buy it just to show off, and then they'll sell it because that's what the goal was for. But number one, it could be 2 different reasons. They don't, they bought it to make that money specifically and only to make that money, which perfectly fine. Option 2, they bought it hoping that they were going to be able to display it. And then they decided, you know what? I have nowhere to put it. It's not going to fit anywhere. So I'm just going to not open it. Very common too. Very common. So it comes down to your room, your collection, right? What you're into. But if you're all about figures, it's very, very rare that you'll buy a vehicle unless it's something that you're like, oh my God, this is the vehicle of my dreams, like the 89 was to many, many people, right? The moment that 89 was reissued, a bunch of people lost their minds. The moment Jazz Inc. makes their 89, everybody lost their mind because it's a classic vehicle that many, many people love, and many, many people love because of the movie. Right? So you're not going to buy a vehicle if you don't have a Batman figure. That's what I mean with the vehicle, right? Nobody's just collecting vehicles. Yes, people will buy multiple vehicles of different vehicles. Absolutely. But nobody's strictly just sitting there going, oh man, I can't wait for the next vehicle. Like, it's not a thing. You don't, Doesn't matter who you are. You don't have all that room. So that's the thing. The perfect example, the Batwing from Jazz Inc. I almost bought that thing. I was like, where am I putting this thing? And then I saw that you could put it. My goal was to hang it from the ceiling and have it, coming down. But my thing was, okay, if I do that, that would be great, right? The problem is this. Number one, it's got to be low enough for me to appreciate the cockpit, the whole top of it, right? It can't just be all the way up there for me to look at the bottom of it and be like, oh, look at that, cool. Like, no, that would be stupid, right? So it would have to be low enough for me to appreciate the whole top. What does that mean? That means it's got to be eye level. What does that mean? I'm going to have a wire about 4 feet long coming down from my ceiling so the Batwing could be in my face. So when I walk through, I have to walk around this thing because it's going to hit me in the eye. Stupid. That's why I didn't buy it. Then I saw, the mounts on the wall. Why the hell do I want, again, the main reason is to enjoy the cockpit, the whole top of it. I don't care about the bottom, right? So to have it sideways on the wall like that, I'm like, that looks stupid. So that's why I didn't get it. I almost got it. That thing looked awesome, and the size of it and everything, beautiful, but no room. Guys, hit that like button. There's 47 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. You go out and buy a second house for your collection. I know a guy who did that for a collection he had, not Hot Toys. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Let me tell you something. When I win the lotto, which I will win the lotto, okay? I don't play, but I will win it. My goal, right? And I've told you guys this before. There's a house next door. It's a ranch. And it's beat to hell. Like, it looks like it's about to fall apart. And so what's happening in this community is the construction companies are buying those homes, those beat up homes, and they're destroying them and building 2-story homes. So my mentality was, man, when I win that lottery, I'll buy the house next door and create a tunnel. Because remember, I'm in the basement. Create a tunnel from here down to the next house. Again, they're going to have a basement too. So I would make this, keep this as is, and then create a whole connection underground to the other basement, and then have a complete, whether it's vehicles over there, whether it's all my big pieces over there, that was my mentality. Can you imagine that? Muscle racks for sure. Yeah, no, those things are great. Those things are great. It's just, it comes down to how well you want to make it look, how nice you want to make it look, how fancy you want to make it look. But those things are perfect for, especially for the vehicles. They look very, I don't think putting figures on it looks nice. I don't like it. But with the vehicles, I've seen them with the vehicles. That looks beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If Blitzway managed to add every single quantum electric fuse and make triple diode chipper diode, it would be this guy. Unreal. Let's see it, Fabs. Let's see what. What do you want to see? Fabs, I'm unboxing 3 boxes that came from New York today. Oh, you got them already. That was quick. My God, garlic. That was very quick. I spent $100 on shipping for Thule this week. You think he'd say, hey, let me give you a 50 spot for your service. Oh, man. Rob, my friend, welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Ecto 1 just sold 4,800 on eBay 2 weeks ago. You buy a Blitzway vehicle, you get it. There you go. That's my point. That's my point. So you're going to buy that. You're going to buy it if you know about the company, if you know about the product, if you know about what goes on in the community, right? You're going to have value in that vehicle like you wouldn't believe. Way more than anything Hot Toys, because Blitzway is not mainstream. It's that simple. And I've been around, I have a bunch of Blitzway products, things that people don't even know exist. I have in my collection. They've never made anything before, meaning reissue. So far as of right now, it looks like the Ghostbusters are about to be reissued for the very first time. And somebody said in another stream, again, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't remember if this happened, but they said also the Fight Club figures were reissued. Again, if they were, I don't remember. I bought the original double pack with the table, the beer bottles, the cigarettes, the soap, the shower diorama, like all that stuff, you know, with the bathrobe, all that stuff. So if they made that again, I don't remember. I don't remember seeing it, but somebody did say that. So again, I don't know. Let me see. Maybe Blitzway can beat Hot Toys to the punch with a proper Harley Davidson. The problem with these vehicles is the license, right? So why hasn't Hot Toys, which it would only make sense for Hot Toys to make this motorcycle because of the fact that they made the Terminator figures. So why hasn't that? You know that they know that if they make that vehicle, that motorcycle, they're going to make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. They know this. But I think it has to do with the Harley Davidson. Like I think I told you this before. I think that the Harley Davidson license, you know, or the rights for the license is what's pricey. And I think that's why they haven't even bothered. I don't think that it makes sense to them to do it. That's why they haven't done it. Because let me tell you, if it makes sense to them, they will do it. Okay? Period. They just will. Look at the Bat Missile. It made sense to them to make. It didn't make sense to us, but it made sense to them. That's why they bothered making it. That's why they went into a prototype. That's why they went into full-blown, you know, pre-order. It made sense to them. To us, we're like, what is this garbage? So that's what happens, you know? That's what happens. So I think that license is not worth them for them to get because when it comes to the vehicle, you know they make that money. Please, you out those 90s. This is Batmobile stuff. That's another one that they teased years ago and they never made. Which again, are they going to make it now at this point? I don't think so. You know, it's been so many years. There's nothing bringing that back that 66 line anymore, right? They're not making villains from it. They're not really after the Batman and Robin. That was it. So can they still make it? Of course they can, right? We only need the vehicle for Batman and Robin, which have been made for years already. So anything's always possible, but at this moment, I don't think. It's been way too long already. It falls on. Yeah, no, that's why I didn't do it. I was like, nah, and it would look amazing, but I'm like, nah, like I'm not gonna waste, you know, not gonna do that. That Batman looks sick with that arm mount. See, I didn't like the mount. I didn't like the mount at all. Not even a little bit. Interested, Ash, let me know. It's free. When I win the lottery. Absolutely. It's when I win. Sounds like Fab's actually making a prepper bunker, not a storage area for figures. No, not at all. A bunker. Why would I need a bunker to go from one collection room to the other? Absolutely not. Let me tell you something. You guys have no idea what I think about turning this room into all the time. I think about rearranging all my figures because obviously as they come, that's when I put them in. I don't like take stuff out to then, all right, this belongs here and then never. I just, new one comes in, boom, right in the shelf, wherever it lands, right? So I always think about making, you know, new changes, making new things, changing things around. It's just when you have almost 1,400 figures, man, just when I got to dust, okay? When I got to dust, I got to do sections because I can't do a whole dusting in one day. Absolutely never. So I'll do like one section today, right? So I got to, for example, the ones that are out, I have to take, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's 12 figures here, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. There's 17 here. So just here, 12 and 17, right? So I have to take them off, put them on the table, wipe them down, wipe down the bases, all full of dust, put them back. Same thing here. Put them all down, wipe them down, wipe down the shelf, put them. So it takes forever to just dust. So it's crazy. Tony Tom, welcome. Nice to see you. Time. How about using all the money you're wasting on Hot Toys and buying a bigger house? Well, number one, if you're a collector, you're not wasting any money, right? So I never seen my collection as a waste. If I saw it that way, I would never buy a figure ever again, right? So this is not a waste to me. This is my passion. This is my love, right? This is why a lot of us do it. If you're in here, not in here like in the stream, but in here in this community, thinking of your collecting as wasting money, right? Which to a certain extent you could look at it as that if you really want to, right? Like for example, a $500 figure you could spend that on, putting it away for something else, right? Obviously, absolutely. But I will never look at it as wasting money. I will never look at it as, oh man, I could be doing something else with this money. Absolutely not. I never look at it as a negative thing. I never look at, because if it's a negative thing, why are you doing it? You know what I mean? If you're looking at this community, at this hobby, not the community, at this hobby as a waste of money, why are you in it? You know what I mean? It's like you sitting there going, well, I got my paycheck today. Let me flush it down the toilet. I'll wait for the next one next week to flush it down the toilet again. Why would anybody do that? That's a waste. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, if you're not enjoying what you're collecting, if you're not enjoying, right, the hobby, if you're not enjoying the people that you're around in the hobby, because that's another thing, right? The people that are around me now, right? The people, my members, right? You guys, my viewers, the people who I surrounded myself with in the community, make it fun, right? Everybody's into different things. Everybody, especially like I said, again, in the members chat specifically, right? Everybody shares their own thing, what they like, what they find interesting, what they think it's cool. So we all get all different takes on all different people's likes. That makes it fun. We don't all like the same stuff. We don't all collect the same stuff. That makes it fun, right? So it's when you're around people that are like you, right? That are all about the collecting, right? You can't look at it negative. Now, if you want to focus on, the losers, the scumbags, the hate watchers, then you could turn this community into a whole different negative world, right? Which in reality, it could be if you focus on that. I don't focus on any of that. I don't hate nobody in this community. I have issues with people in this community. Absolutely. And I will have issues with people in this community until the day I die. Doesn't mean I hate them. I don't wish bad on anybody, right? I don't focus on any of it. As you guys see, anytime anything happens, they come for me every time, because I don't go out of my way to look for nobody to start problems with, right? The comments that I go over, people complaining stuff, that's part of what we do here, right? YouTubers will take somebody's collection video and talk about it to get views. It's just part of what we do here. It's not picking on the person. It's not targeting the person. It has nothing to do with that. That's what we do here. It's never a personal thing. They want to make it a personal thing. That's a different conversation, but it's never about that. It's about the toys and what goes on in the community strictly every single time, So if you're looking at this as a waste, my friend, this is not for you. This is not for you at all whatsoever, because this should be about the passion and the toys, right? That you like the toys, that you like what they do, you like how they look, right? You grew up with watching whatever that reminds you of these things. That's what it should be about, right? Nostalgia, right? I used to have these as a kid. I don't anymore. But if you're looking at, you're wasting your money, then what are you doing here? Wasting your money for what? What's the point? Send me your check. I'll waste it for you. You know what I mean? So I will never look at it as I'm wasting my money, because, why would you look at it that way? You know what I mean? Again, I am not buying my figures and going, oh man, I didn't eat today. Or, oh man, I didn't pay my bill today. I didn't pay my mortgage today. I didn't pay my insurance today. Why would I be doing it? Oh, I'm going to be homeless, but I got that last figure. That's stupid. That's waste. Because you're wasting your money on things that are not important when you should be paying your bills. So I will never look at this as wasting money. I will never look at this as, oh, look at all the... Never. This is part of the journey of my life. It should be a part of the journey of everyone's life, right? Collecting, gathering, accumulating these things, selling them if you got to sell them. But that's just part of your life. That makes you you. That's part of your personality. I'm a collector. I like something. I'm into something. I'm part of something. Which is, again, why I tell you guys all the time that there's a lot of people that come in here from the Funko Pop community, from the 1/12 community, from, anything else. They buy their first hot toy, their second hot toy, the third hot toy, and all of a sudden, they know everything about everything about everything. Because they want to be part of something that's popping. They want to be part of something that's popular. They want to be part of something that's big. Right? Same thing with the action figures community. The action figures community is way bigger than 1/6. Way bigger. And you see them in 1/6 all the time because it's inevitable that you're going to start with something and then you're going to see something bigger, better. You're going to be like, oh my God, that's cool. Let me get that. But then the shift is you're focused on action figures. You go into hot toys and you're an expert all of a sudden. That's what happens in the community. And that's the problem. Because they start talking, a specific example that I tell you guys all the time is on another more watched streams, you have kids, because they're kids, right, who don't know anything about hot toys, who don't own much of anything at all, maybe 5 figures, maybe. And what do they sit there saying? Oh, hot toys is very overpriced, oversized, not overpriced, oversized. Oh, hot toys makes everything oversized. You don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about oversized? What do you own? What do you own that's oversized? Nothing, because you don't own shit. That's my point. So they come in here talking all this shit. And again, the reason why it's a problem is because they're on streams that are watched by a lot of people. Again, a lot of people who don't know much, which is why they're there. Right? So then you get this kid who doesn't know anything about the hobby and doesn't know anything about hot toys talking negatively about hot toys to a bunch of people who don't know anything also. That's a problem. Because then they go into every other group. Somebody will say something. Oh, yeah, hot toys, oversized and everything. Because they heard it. They heard it from somebody who doesn't know anything anyway. And that's how you start getting all this thing spreading that make no sense. Because it comes from people like that. And that's why I get upset. That's why I will always call it out. Because it's stupid. If you don't know what you're talking about, why do you need to come off like you know anything about anything just because you heard it somewhere and now you're repeating it? That does not make you knowledgeable. That does not make you an expert. That makes you look even worse than you did by just keeping your mouth shut. Because at least by keeping your mouth shut, you're learning, you're watching, you're trying to see what's true, what's not, what's real, what's not. But you believe in nobody that knows nothing, that owns nothing, and then you go spread it throughout the community because you think that's correct because there's a lot of people watching that stream. It makes no sense. And that's what I don't like. I don't like that whole misinformation stuff about hot toys. You don't have to like hot toys, but you're not going to say things that are not true about it. You can say this product is garbage. You can say my product came broken. You can say, again, my figure came with a smudge. You can say my figure came, with a paint chip. You can say all those things. Hot toys will always and is still always the best. It's that simple. With every single flaw that Hot Toys has been having lately, which is more than usual because they're making way more product than usual. Even with all those flaws, shout out to MRC. MRC just posted a video. I forget which figure it was, but his figure was beat. Like, it came with a bunch of defects, with a bunch of stuff. And he posted a short on it, I want to say. It's happening. It's a real thing that is happening with these figures from Hot Toys. That, again, we've always had issues with Hot Toys from the moment I started collecting. Like I tell you guys all the time, my first issue with Hot Toys was Captain America First Avengers. The A, right? Supposed to be on top of the helmet. It was crooked. It was tilted to the side. Sideshow didn't do shit about it. Hot Toys didn't do shit about it. Their excuse was, these things are handmade, therefore there will always be slight errors or slight mistakes or slight whatever it was. So that was it. Right? So they've always had issues. They will, and I say this always, and I will always say it. They've always had issues. They will always have issues. But guess what? They will always be the best, period. Whether you like it or not, whether you think so or not. Because if it wasn't true, if that weren't the case, then don't buy Hot Toys and then go get the company that you think is better, that is making the same amount of product, the same type of product, the same company of product, the same IP of product, the same character of that product. You're not going to find shit. You are not. So talk bad about it all you want. You're not going to find anything better. Like I told you guys about my video, my Batman and Batcycle video. I told you guys, I showed you guys that it came with those oil marks on the cowl right in the front. It came with what was the other thing that it came with? There was something else that mine came. My suit, right? My suit. You guys remember that the suit was cracking? It was one of the complaints, right? Somebody posted, I forget whose page it was on Instagram, that the undersuit of that Batman from The Flash had lines of cracks. Mine had one little crack on the suit that nobody saw in the video because you can't see it, you can't tell. I didn't even point it out because I didn't see it until after the fact. What did I do? Did I complain about it? Did you guys see me post it in my group? Did you guys see me post it in OSR? Did you guys see me post it in Hot Toys? No, never. What did I do? Hey, Sideshow, here's pictures of this garbage that you sent me. What are you going to do? Hello, sir. Thank you for your email. We have shipped your replacements immediately. Thank you for your support. So I'm getting my cowl replaced, and I'm getting a brand new body for Batman. They even said, "Oh, we're gonna make sure it's inspected, properly and very well, so we don't have this issue." Did anybody know I had the issue? Did anybody see me complain about it? Did anybody see me cry about it? Did anybody see me blowing up Hot Toys about it? No. What am I gonna do about it with the complaining? Nothing. Go do something about it, which is what I did. And guess what? If they hadn't fixed the issue, I wasn't using that cowl anyway, because it was the one that doesn't move. So it was useless for me anyway. So it was just going to stay in the box. But now I'm getting a second body, which I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. If the body comes with all the tactical stuff on it, I'm obviously going to get the second head sculpt, right? The cowl that doesn't move. It's going to go right on top of it. And I'm going to have a second Batman out of that dumb complaint. So that's why I don't complain. What's the point? I'm not saying don't complain. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't complain. Complain when it matters, and complain about things that matter. Complain about something that is going to make or break your figure. Complain about that. Complain about the head sculpt, Tony Stank. That was it was a different world of issue, but that was a legit complaint, right? They teased one thing and then they gave us a completely different head sculpt. That's a legit complaint. I didn't complain about it, but people complained and they got the replacement. So it's not about complaining. It's pick and choose what you're complaining about. Like the T800 glasses now. Are you going to tell me that these glasses are going to make or break your figure if they're not fixed with whatever it is that everybody wants to fix for? Absolutely not. Nobody's going to go into your collection room and go, "Oh man, look, those are the wrong sunglasses. What kind of piece of shit figure is this?" Nobody. Nobody. You are not going to sit there walking by the figure every day going, "Man, I'm so glad they got the right Ray-Bans for this guy." Woof. Never. That's my point. Stupid complaint about what? What are the glasses going to do for your figure? Nothing. You're going to put them on and they're going to be on looking exactly the same way as if they change them or not. It's that simple. So that's what I mean. People complain about nothing just to hear themselves complaining. For what? Stupid, stupid, stupid. All right, let's get to the next topic, guys, and then we're out of here because we still got some action. We got some drama as usual. Don't go anywhere, guys. Don't go anywhere. Let's see what we got, because I know you guys like that juicy stuff. That juicy stuff. So it looks like, guys, like I said, we got this guy, right? The Ghoul from what's that show? Anybody could tell me the show? Oh my God, what's that show? Somebody tell me the show. Guys, there's 42 of you guys. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Fallout, thank you, Rudy. Welcome. So it looks like, guys, this figure must be not the figure. The show must be popping, must be popular. Something's going on because 4 companies are making this. So you got X Studio being one of them. Then you got, I forget what this company's name is. Rudy, if you know the name, let me know in the chat. Then you got this beauty here also, right? Which you got So Toys, as you can see. They're making their head sculpt already. Austin Vincent at the bottom says, this is great, but please finish the Watchmen before you start anything else. So people are getting annoyed that that So Toys is balls deep getting into every other thing, but not, you know, anything else that they teased. Remember, they teased the X-Men last year. Remember, they teased Watchmen, right? The Dr. Manhattan was one of them that's still not made yet. They have a bunch of Flash stuff coming, right? They got like Reverse Flash. They got a bunch of different, they got the young kid Flash. So they are behind a ton, right? So Toys. But speaking of this figure, anybody in the chat know the show, is watching the show, like the show, and is getting this figure? Again, 4 companies already are making the figure. As of right now, to me, and I'm going to get into the other companies too, just so we could, so I could show you guys, because it looks like, oh, come on. It looks like, here we go. I have to sign into KitChen to see anything. Yep, because if it's bootleg, you gotta log in so you can get everything on the site. For those who don't know, guys, also my coupon code on 16kit renewed. So if you haven't used it yet, get your $10. FabsFigure, no S at the end. Let me see if the figure is up on his website yet. No. Oh, here it is. Yes, it is. So here is the other one, guys. So remember, here is GE Toys, right? GE Toys is the second one of the 4 figures of companies making this figure. So as you can see, very decent, very nice, right? The outfit looks very decent. I don't know this company at all. It says GE002. So it looks like they've already made 1 figure. I don't know what that figure is. But again, very, very nice looking figure. The character, again, I know nothing about, but the way the character looks, right? Looks really creepy. Looks very scary. The fact that it looks like a cowboy looks really badass. The outfit looks very, very good. The jacket, the long coat, very, very nice. The sniper rifle looks really sexy too. Look at that thing. Really, really nice. Really, really good. Again, I'm not buying any of this because I don't know anything, but I want to know what Rudy's going to decide. GE001, the Volker. Oh, there you go. So Rudy's on top of this because he's going to be getting all of this stuff. He's watching the show too. So like I said, so here it is, guys. So we got GE Toys. We have So Toys. We have X Studio. And I forget what the other one obviously is that blackout one that I just showed you. That I'm going to pull up again. Come on. Here it is. All right, so here is the blacked out one. Again, I don't remember the name of this company, but this looks like it's another one coming. As you can see, same exact weapon, both, right? You got the same rip jacket at the bottom. So this looks like it's like a rendering of it, right? And you got obviously some type of base. So, Mars Toys, correct. That is the fourth one. So we got GE Toys, X Studio, Sosa Toys, and Mars Toys. So this is Mars Toys, the one I'm showing you guys here. So again, 4, it must be a big deal character. Like I said, just from the character, how it looks beautiful. It's a very sexy looking character. The fact that it's, skull, awesome. Maybe some people will take that sculpt and paint it red and make yourselves a red skull, an updated red skull at that, which is nice. We got Caleb in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. Is the black? Yeah, that one. Yeah, I completely forgot what it was. See what happens? I got my own information, and I didn't even know what it was. That's why Rudy was supposed to be here, but he decided that he was going to go have some dinner at work. Imagine. Also, thanks for gifting me a membership. Yes, that was Ash. Shout out to Ash, the man, always gifting. He's the only one gifting the membership. The real thing is, right? It's not so much the gift. It's not so much the gift. Ash just handed 5 memberships out. What I want to see is, just like last time, who renews the gifted membership? That's the key. That's what I pay attention to, not the gift. Even though obviously without the gift, there would be nothing to look at. But that's what I look at. So I want to see who got the 5, and we will see how you feel about me when it expires. So guys, again, I don't know how you guys feel about this. Nobody told me anything about it. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I don't know if you guys are buying this, not buying this. Are you guys buying the my whole channel was me making 3D stuff for the Fallout game. Oh, look at that. That's sick. Like the show, we'll try to get this figure. I was on a new social toys. I could tell you this, guys, already. Out of the 4 figures, Social Toys will be the best one, period. Okay? Nobody knows GE Toys, okay, from a hole in the wall. Nobody knows X Studio, okay? We know Mars Toys, right? They're very small figures, very small framed figures, right? They're not bulky. They're not Social Toys size at all, right? And obviously X Studio, who the hell is X Studio? So Social Toys, again, just from experience, will most likely be the best one. So hopefully you guys, let me know. Everyone loves Uranus Toys. G will be 2 years before Social Toys at the rate they're going. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, Def Social Toys, probably Mars Toys. Never bought Mars. No, Mars Toys. No, Mars Toys has been decent. I'm not saying anything bad about Mars Toys, but I can tell you, if you had to pick, if Mars Toys and Social Toys are making the same figure, 100% every time, Social Toys is better. Period. It's just that simple. When it comes to outfits, when it comes to size, when it comes to, body size, when it comes to articulation, the one thing I will say, outfit-wise, they will go the cheaper route with certain things. For example, Premier Toys made Bloodsport. And so did Social Toys. I bought both of them. Premier Toys came with an actual suit for the figure. Social Toys came in with a plastic piece on top, right? Like a piece of armor on top. And then literally a sweatshirt or a sweater under in blue. So there was no suit. It was just the armor on top of a sweater. Very cheap. The figure is big. The figure is perfectly sized to Hot Toys. The head sculpt is way better than Premier Toys. The size of the figure is better than Premier Toys because it's a more massive, more big, more bulky figure, which is again looks better next to any Hot Toy. So that's why I can tell you that between those two, Social Toys will always be better. Not that Mars Toys is bad because they're not. It'll just be better. And obviously, guys, last but not least, we got some jazzing bullshit again. So first and foremost, okay, we're going to show you the type of ass kissing that happens with jazzing, okay, which is why Rusty Trombone showed up and felt the need to defend Jazzing's honor and protect Jazzing's honor of making garbage product for the community and defending it. I will never defend a company robbing people blind with shit product at $3,000 a piece, okay? I will never shut my mouth about that, and that's why they don't like it. So here we go. Steven Vineyard says, if Hot Toys went to this length in its figures, on the first try, we wouldn't have so many 2.0s. Imagine that shit. By them, or in some cases, 3.0 plus. And people still buy the redos. This is why I get upset. Because clearly, he has zero clue what he's talking about. Okay, but let's continue. Let's give him a break. Jazz Inc. Dioramas, you are doing a fantastic job. Again, this is from him still. You are doing a fantastic job, and I mean it. You clearly are fans, and I couldn't be more happy to purchase and support any of your products. Remember, this came after my Saturday stream. So this was 100% planned. This was to make it seem like people love their garbage. They don't. Okay. To purchase and support any of your product, this figure will be outstanding, and I can't wait to get my deluxe 2-pack to go with my Batmobile. Great. Keep up the great work. Proust, Steven. Again, this was 100% planned. I can guarantee you that. This is not genuine by any means, because even this here makes absolutely no sense. Okay? So now, we have said, so after all your feedback, we toned down the butt, shortened the neck, and even made silicone test body for the corset. V11 body. What do you think? So again, he's modifying you guys the prototype as he goes, because there's never been a prototype. If there had been a prototype already, he would not be making adjustments to no prototype. The prototype should have been done already. Okay? So what he's doing is trying to make everybody give their input for this garbage. So when he makes it, he can't, nobody can blame anybody. Not really. Nobody can blame him. And all he's going to say is, well, the community told me what to do. I asked around and you guys gave me the input. And this is what I did. So if you don't like it, it's not my fault. That's what's going to happen. Remember this conversation, because it happens every time. Okay? Now, one more thing. Another one. Guillermo says, loving the updates. Hope the final fabric doesn't hinder movement too much. Guillermo, we will try our best. Okay? So he's saying, I hope the material, the fabric, doesn't hinder the movement. We will try our best, aka your shit's not moving. Okay? But we are already beyond what the original suit can do. The original suit was very restrictive, and she tore through the suit pretty much every scene based on all the interviews we have heard. Okay? So buckle up for your garbage Catwoman suit to tear just like in the movie, because it'll be movie accurate according to him. Okay? So he's not putting these things out there for nothing. He's not letting you guys know these things for nothing. He's telling you guys what to expect because it happened in the movie. So to him, You cannot get any more movie accurate than the outfit ripping because it's movie accurate. It happened in every scene. We've looked at every interview, and she tore through her outfit every scene. So if the figure tears, it happened in the movie. We promised you movie accuracy. Don't complain to us. In the movie, we gave you a link to show you that in the movie that she doesn't move in the outfit. So we're giving you proof already of what to expect so you don't complain about shit. I'm reading it from his comments and his words. I am not putting anything in his mouth. I am not making things up. I am going by what he's saying. It's obvious what is happening. He's telling you already from the get-go. She doesn't move in the movie, so expect her not to move much. The outfit ripped through in every scene because we have proof, because we watch interviews, and that's what they said. So why is he saying all this? There is absolutely no need to say all this. He's telling you all this, so then he has backup and proof that you were warned about this early enough. That's why he's telling you all of this. So when you get your garbage product, do not complain about your garbage product, is what he's telling you. Because in the movie, it ripped every scene. That's how bad the suit was in the movie, according to him. Therefore, expect the same movie accurate shit outfit for the figure. What people don't seem to understand is, if you don't want a figure to move, get yourself a statue. Okay? Get yourself a statue. Any figure out there should move. Period. Your job as a figure maker is to figure out a way, or figure out what materials, what fabrics, what works on these bodies, or what body works with this fabric or this outfit or this. This is what the R&D and the development stage of a figure comes down to. Picking what the best pieces are for this masterpiece that you're creating. Right? So obviously, when somebody gets a figure, they're going to want to move their figure around. It's that simple. Just because she didn't move in the movie does not mean you're going to pay $1,000 for a product that's not going to move. It's retarded. But his mentality already is telling you she didn't move in the movie, so don't expect this figure to do anything, because in the movie she didn't move, so don't expect her to move as a figure. It's a toy. It's supposed to move. What are you talking about? That's the problem. So this is not the first time this happens. This is not the first time he gives you excuse after a shitty product. This is the business plan. This is it. So for you guys to not see it, what are you missing? What piece are you missing? He's not there to give you any quality, anything. He's there to give you, obviously, movie accuracy, which means absolutely nothing if your figure can't move. So I don't understand. I don't understand how you guys don't see it, how you guys think this is good in any way, shape, or form. I don't understand how you guys can even think that $1,000 for a company making figures for the very first time is even justifiable. Hot Toys doesn't do that. And you think a nobody company that just came out with a bootleg ass license is going to make you masterpieces? Never. Never, ever, ever going to happen. But you guys take this conversation as hate. You take it as, oh, I don't want you to buy whatever you want. Just be realistic and understand that you're getting played. That is all that is happening. You're getting played. None of what he makes is worth any of what he charges. It's that simple. Don't be stupid. Show me a Hot Toys 2-pack that is $1,000 because of a diorama base. Show it to me. Never happened. So you're going to tell me that Jazz Inc. is better than Hot Toys since they're charging over $1,000 and people are buying it? You're going to tell me that that's the case? Never. So where do they get off charging $1,000 for a garbage figure? Because I guaranteed it'll be garbage. I don't care what you say. It'll be garbage. Just wait. I'm not wishing that the figure is garbage at all. I hope it is not, for whoever's buying his sake. I hope it's the best Catwoman in the world. It can't be. It can't be. It'll never be. It's going to feel cheap. It's going to feel off. It's going to feel not worth $1,000. Mark my words. Remember this conversation. I don't care how fancy the diorama piece is. It is not worth $1,000. And he makes these big pieces to take away from the figure so you can focus on, well, look how massive this thing is. Look at the light up function on it. This has got to be worth $1,000 to take away focus from the figure a little bit. You guys are getting played. Again, don't take it from me. Keep buying it. Keep buying it. Rudy, I talk to him about it all the time. Every time we have a Jazz Inc. conversation. What do I say to you, Rudy? You're welcome. Every time. Because Rudy woke up. Rudy realized that nothing here is worth any of it. Nothing. So Rudy said, you know what? That 89 is not worth $3,000, so I'm out. He lost $200 on the deposit, which hurts, but it's better than wasting $3,000 on a garbage product that he knew was going to come in garbage, because it's inevitable. There's nothing good about that company. That's my point. They've never made anything perfect. They've never made anything great. They've never made anything out of this world mind-blowing, ever. So that's my point. That's my point. Absolutely, Rudy woke up. Absolutely. And that's why I tell you things. I don't tell you things, oh, don't do this, don't do that. You're going to do whatever the hell you want to do. It's your money, right? But I tell you things to point out what you may not think about. The angles that these people may be coming at you from, that you're like, oh, well, he likes me. That's why I say what I say. That's why I do what I do, because somebody's got to do it. Again, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to anything I say. But 99% of the time, I'm right about what I say. That's why I say it. And that's why I never have to apologize for anything. That's why I never have to say, oh, I was wrong about that, even though I've been wrong about, Hot Toys and stuff. But when I tell you my opinions about stuff like this, I've been right every single time. Every time. But you'll never be able to tell somebody what to do. You'll never be able to tell somebody or force somebody to do what it is that you think they should be doing. Absolutely not. That's why I don't, and I don't care. If you still decide to buy all the Jazz Inc. garbage from now on, guess what? That's your problem. It doesn't affect me at all. But because I know that you're being scammed and taken advantage of, that's why I sound the alarm and tell you this is happening. This is why I think it's happening. This is your sign that this is happening. He's telling you that this is going to happen. I just pointed out to you. What you decide to do with that information, that's your problem. But I have to point it out to you because a lot of people don't think like I do. A lot of people don't see the angles that I see. A lot of people are not me. So because people don't think like me, I tell you what I think. And I can tell you most of the times when I say things like that, you guys go, oh man, I didn't think about that. Guaranteed 100%. That's why I always say what I say. You know, it doesn't come out of nowhere. It's not crazy. It's not, oh, he's making that up. Oh, he's crazy making. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Everything I say makes a lot of sense, and that's why I say it. Glued on sticker stitches. How much quality do you think that's going to be? You can't have good quality sticking stickers on a figure. And if you're going to go with stickers, make sure that you do it properly. Wait till these things start peeling off. Just wait. Silicone corset. Thank you. What is this silicone corset going to do? So this is the experience. Again, he has never made a figure. Ever. Besides the Vulture. And again, that was not about the figure. That was a generic body with the leather jacket, the helmet, right? The green camo pants, the shoes, the boots, whatever it is. That was it. And obviously, the reason for the figure was the wings. That was it. That figure doesn't do anything besides the elbow and the knee. That's it. So that figure was not made because he's making figures. No, never. He made that figure to show off the fact that he wanted to make these wings, and that's why he made these wings. But he's not making figures. He's not a figure maker. Okay, he got the license for the vehicles, and he decided, hey, I could make figures out of this too. People already buy my garbage vehicles. Let me make them garbage figures. And guess what? These idiots support me anyway because they stand up for me and they defend me in the community when people are coming at me speaking factual information. So I have nothing to worry about. I have the idiots protecting me. They're my bodyguards. And you have people like Rusty Trombone coming in, defending their honor. You have people like the other guy that I just read, defending their honor, right? So you have these people in there pushing their garbage. Guaranteed they're connected, 100%. So it's very obvious what's happening. That's why it kills me for you guys to get taken advantage of, because that's what's happening. You guys are getting taken advantage of 1,000,000,000%. It's that simple. Where do they come from charging thousands for a shitty ass vehicle that's not even, accurate to the body? The body's all messed up. How is that thousands of dollars? Never. Hot Toys is 600, 700, and it's way more perfect than that. How? Oh, yours is bigger, so it's a $2,000? No. So that's my point. You guys need to wake up a little bit. Stop falling for the bullshit. Stop wasting your money on garbage that it's not worth at all. And you guys know it. How fucking stupid is yours? If Hot Toys made movie accurate costume, then Iron Man, Black Panther would be naked in the suits. Yo, it's crazy. And because he knows that people complain about Hot Toys not being movie accurate sometimes, that's what he banks on. Oh, it's going to be movie accurate. Look, she ripped through the scene, so you better believe this is going to rip too. It's movie accurate. So he sells you that because he knows that there are people in the community that are obsessed with this movie accuracy thing for whatever reason. Okay? For whatever reason. Because there's no Hot Toys figure that I have that, whether it's movie accurate or not, makes a difference. Just doesn't. Just people want to be annoying. They want to be retarded. They want to be ridiculous. And, oh, this is not movie accurate. What are you talking about? What are you going to do with the accuracy of the figure? What is that going to do for you? What is the painted brown stain on the fingers going to do for the figure? Is it going to make the figure better or is it going to make the figure worse? It's not going to do shit to the figure. So what is the point? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. What's with the body looks like candle wax. Hot Toys will blow Yost. Of course, absolutely. Anything he makes, anything. Is it Mars Toys who uses Topo like wearable goodies or something like that. Mars Toys uses Topo. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Dev Soso, possibly Mars, but never. Yeah, no, definitely Soso. Mars will be decent, but again, they're smaller in size. All right, guys, so we did it. Make sure we get 40 likes in there if we haven't yet. Thank you guys as always for hitting the like button. Thank you guys for being here as well. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.